When I take this mason jar and make this beautiful home decor or centerpiece, I'll show you how easy it is in this video. To get started, you need your mason jars, and any brand will do, whatever you can find. Then for chalk paint, we went with Waverly chalk paint. It has a matte finish, so that way that in the end the product will have that very chalky look. You need rubbing alcohol and then either cotton balls, cotton pads, or paper towels to clean the jars. Any paintbrush will do. I have both a regular paintbrush and then a sponge brush. And then this is up to your style. I am going with twine around the rim of the mason jar to give it a fun antique-y look. So that will be up to you for whatever your style is. So to get started, we'll go ahead and clean the jars. To clean the jars, go ahead and get your rubbing alcohol and put that onto either your cotton pad, your paper towel, or cotton ball. And then go ahead and just clean the surface. This is just so that the chalk paint has the best possible chance of sticking to the jar. Our jars have been sitting out in the shed for quite a long time, so this is good just to get that grime off. And even if they haven't, going over them, we'll just give them a very nice clean surface for the chalk paint to adhere to. And as you can see, it's a little grimy. And I have 12 jars that I'm doing, so I'm going to go ahead and clean those, and then we'll go ahead and start painting. To get started, go ahead and get your paintbrush. It can be, again, any paintbrush or sponge brush. And I'm going to start with the rim. You can start with the rim and then flip it on its side and then go upward. I am going to do that, but first I am going to let this sit and dry before I flip it, because let me show you in just 1 second. After you get around, on the edges it does leave a little bit of still the glass. So I want to just go around that as well. Make sure I don't do some big blobs in there. And just give it that nice clean top as well, so that there's not glass on the top. And then I'll just let that sit for a little bit, then I'll flip it and then paint upwards. So we'll let that sit and then continue painting. The top of the rim is now pretty dry. It does kind of leave somewhat of a residue, but I'm not too worried about it because I am going to do a second coat. So go ahead and flip that over, grab your paint, and start painting the sides. I know I'm missing a little bit on the bottom, but I'm going to just go around and then pick up afterwards what I'm missing. And any brand of mason jars are perfectly great. I have a few brands. I'm doing 12 of them today. 12 jars, that is, not 12 brands. And I have a few brands mixed in there. And it just kind of gives a uniqueness with the logos on each of the jars. And the number of coats is completely up to you. It will be a little bit stringy and see-through if you just stick with one. So I believe I'm going to go with 2. Then go from there to see if I want to do more than that. So now down here I've missed it, so you can just put it on its side. And especially since I'm doing 2, I'm not too worried about the directions of my painting. I know this is going side to side and this is going up to and down. So if you are going to just do one coat, that's where if you might want to be a little bit more particular about keeping a consistent direction. And I think we got majority of it. And I am going to do the bottom of the jar as well, just so that it keeps a nice clean look. There we go. So I'll let that sit, and then we'll apply the second coat. Okay, the first coats are dry, and I just wanted to show you that, see, with these lines, I'm just looking for a nice clean finish. So I'm going to go ahead and put my second coat on, then we'll see how that looks, and then see about possibly doing a third. Hopefully a second coat will be the trick. And this is where you'll want to make sure now that your brush strokes are all going in the same direction. Second coat is done and I'm very happy with it. You can't really see any sort of light coming through and it just laid so beautifully. So I am going to now, and this is up to you depending on what style you're going for, but I'm going to go ahead and put twine around the rim. I am not the best at bows, so this is just going to be a nice little basic ring around the top of the jar just to add a little bit of fun to accent the white. And there you have it, just a little bit of an accent. These turned out so cute. It was such a fun and easy project to add some decor to your house, or these can be used as centerpieces. These are going to be centerpieces for a friend of mine for her bridal shower. We'll have the links below for all the products used, but thank you so very much for watching DIY on the house.